Hi everyone, this is 10 and welcome back to the War Table. So today I'm going to bring you a game that I've been playing, and that game is called Mobile Strike. You guys may have seen this on television with Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the advertisements. That's actually what got me interested in the game, and I thought I might try it now. You might be surprised that I'm bringing you this since I dedicate so much time to Clash of Clans. But wanted to find something new, and I'm still involved in Clash of Clans heavily. Really enjoy the game. It's just I'm going to branch out a little bit, and this is a game that I found interesting. Now, for those of you who play Game of War, GOW, this is almost an exact copy in terms of the way it operates, according to some people that I've seen in the alliance that I'm part of, and in the chats in our group. So let me talk to you a little bit about this game. I'm going to cover a brief overview, and what I'm going to do in the future is, based on the requests in the comments, I'm going to make series on attacking, defending, growing the village, and collecting resources. The game, you'll notice when it loads right away that there's a lot going on. I almost actually just erased this off of my device right away just because of the amount of things happening on the screen. You have information here, you have information here, you have information here, and information at the bottom. And not only that, there's actually a tab that says More. So when you first log on, this is just frightening. It's a lot to take in at once, especially if you haven't played Game of War, which I have not. So one of the people that I first spoke to when I downloaded the game said, you know what, it gets easier after about a week. So I would recommend to you, download the game, go through every option in the game, look at everything, click the More section. There is an area here in the More section called How to Play, and I would read all of that. It just is a good overview. Now, a lot of the tips and the tactics that I have learned by being in an alliance is just like a clan. It's just called an alliance. I've learned that from just chatting with members of the alliance. So that How to Play is not going to give you strategic information. It's just going to give you an overview of what you can expect while you're going through the motions of the game. Now let's jump right into it. So there are several views of the game. This is called let's go to the big map. So this is basically called the world map. And the world map is full of these icons. These pixels, we'll call them. They're all pixels, I guess, right? So these are called states. And each state has a name and each state has a number. You will be assigned to one of those states when you start the game. Now, I can't remember if I had an option to choose the state that I wanted to be a part of or not. But in any case, when you go through the tutorial, you will find that out. And I ended up being part of this state, number 33, SWUS. Now, it talks about a ruling alliance, a head of state, and how long the state has been around. So, pretty basic information. Ruling alliance just means those are the people who control the center of the state. And you gain control by the center of state by occupying a control point that looks like that gun there. So this is a world map. When you enter the state, this is the center of the state. That is called the control point. And this is the alliance that currently controls that state. So they're basically parked around that and guarding it. Now, you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, there's a little icon. You can click on that, and it will take you to your base within the state. So the first view is the world map. The second view is the state map. And this is my base. For those of you who know me from Clash of Clans, of course I use the same name, and that is 10. If you do not know me from Clash of Clans, you have probably figured out by now that I am not 10 years old. 10 is the soccer jersey that I used to wear when I played soccer or football. Now, everyone in blue is on your team, your base is in green, and everyone in red is not on your team. Now, just like Clash of Clans, just like Samurai Siege, just like Boom Beach, just like Game of War, there are teams, and you can join a team in Strike Force. Now let's talk about the last view. Down in the left-hand corner here, you can click on that, and that takes you to your fort view. Now when you start the game, your fort will be assigned a number, and it is your job to name your fort whatever you would like. I obviously went with Fort 10. So this is my fort. This is the center of my fort, even though it's not located in the center. Talks about the name of the fort, my coordinates on the map, how many troops I have, how many different groups I'm able to deploy those troops in while attacking or collecting resources, and we'll talk about those finer points later. And then it talks about my resources. Now, the resources are food, coin, oil, stone, and iron. And I'm not going to go into that now, but as you learn to play the game, you'll learn which items are important for which type of upgrade or which type of gameplay you need each resource for. So what I would recommend is you start the game, you download it, you name your fort, you get going, you take a week or so, and you get to know all of these tabs. You go into the more section, you train a few troops, you investigate building traps, and just have fun with it. And then, as always, if you guys have seen any of my how to build a clan videos, or if you've heard me talk in the past, gaming is so much more fun when you have a good team. And I am all about a good team. I feel that it enhances the gaming experience, and it's just part of why I game. I went searching for an alliance. I joined an alliance right away, right out of the gate, just to, get some knowledge and try to learn little tips and tricks. It was not the alliance for me. They were very welcoming, but I just decided not to stay there for multiple reasons. I'm not going to talk about that because it's not important. Why I just decided to move on. Now, if you click under Alliance, which is there, that'll always be there for you. It basically gives you the information on your alliance. We have 99 members. The leader is Fode, and this is our alliance power. Now, power is a number that you have in the main screen that basically represents your strength. And as you build your base, your power will increase. So I am a member of my alliance, one of the 99 members, so I contribute to the overall power number. And as you can imagine, people fight for power. We'll talk about power, how to get power, and what power is made up of in another episode. What I want to do is I want to take you to the alliance page. Now, when you're searching for an alliance, you have to decide, of course, what are you in this for? Are you in this to war? Do you want to basically be a rebel and attack everyone regardless of the rules? Do you want an alliance that's based on chat and doesn't care about growth but is really just looking for good people to hang out with? Do you want an adult alliance that doesn't have any kids? Well, what I wanted is I wanted an alliance that focused on teamwork. And lo and behold, there it is, capitalized in the description. We are a SVS-focused alliance, and teamwork is the heart of everything we do. So that's basically the perfect description to get me to join. So I did. Unfortunately, they have not kicked me out as of yet. Now, if you are looking to take the game seriously, I do think this is a good alliance. I have had some contact with Fode, and I've seen him handle situations well. If people are doing things right, he lets them know. If people are doing things wrong, he tells them in a polite, constructive way. And our alliance does have structure, and as you know, I think that's a good thing. So, not knowing anything about the game, I decided to become a alliance member as opposed to starting my new alliance, and that's where I will stay. So, choose the right alliance for you. That's really going to make the game more enjoyable, and it's just going to help you understand the tricks of the trade quicker also. So you'll notice here it says we are a SVS focused alliance. So I want to talk about that for a minute. So this game has a lot of politics. You have the state. There's an alliance that controls the state, but then you also battle against other states. So you're fighting within your own state for resources, for power, for territory, and sometimes just to prove a point. But then you have to come together to fight other states. So there's a lot that goes on in this game. It's really a game of patience and time. I mean, you can buy your way right to the top just like you can in any game. I mean, that's the point of gaming. It's a business and they want to make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just depends on what's important to you. Do you want to build a balanced base? Do you want to get to the maximum level as quick as possible? Do you want to be the best farmer out there? You know, you have to choose. It's just like Clash of Clans. But in any case, choose your alliance and align with somebody so you can understand the game better. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down into series. I'm going to do an attack series, a defense series, and I'm going to do a commander series. Now, the commander is really the leader of your base, and you can research different skill sets for the commander to help your base in different ways. So it's really an in-depth game. It's a game of patience. It's not a lot of instant reward. You know, if you're a Clash of Clans player, you can go out and attack someone and win or lose, you know, you enjoy that attack and it's over. In this game, it's a little bit different. If you attack a particular member and they are aligned with another member, they could plot revenge. So it's a little bit more complicated than just a live action game like Call of Duty or Clash of Clans. Check it out. The options to buy, they do have sales all the time, and that's part of the overwhelming part. I don't really feel, and this is based on the leaders' comments and just my personal view of what you receive for the gold ratio and then the cost of the gold, it doesn't really seem to me like the value is there to buy in the game. I don't know if that's something that they're going to change. They may look at the fact that, you know, they're not selling certain amounts, and maybe they'll make some of the offers more attractive. But I wouldn't start the game and start buying right away. If you do plan on spending money, I would give it some time and see how you like the game, and then get some advice from people who are experienced on what to buy in order to increase your base in the direction that you want to see it increased. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions, if you have any comments, let me know as always. If you are a Clash of Clans player and you're looking for a serious war clan, you can always check us out at Adult Attack. We are there and still as strong and as focused as ever. If you're looking for a solid mobile strike team, then check us out here at the Phoenix Rises. I promise you guys won't be disappointed. It's a great team here. Stay tuned for more videos. And until next time, guys, build a stronger fort, one raid at a time.